Hey guys, Ethan here at the Business Academy, and I'm hanging out today with
Dr. Marc Weinberg of Active Health in North Palm Beach, Florida.
So Dr. Weinberg's been a member of the Business Academy for a number of years, and you've done a lot of things in what it seems like a handful of years with the Business Academy, and you've really focused on working on the practice. Can you share a bit about what it was like before TBA, some years back, what the practice life was like versus how it is now?
Absolutely. I've been practicing 30 years in North Palm Beach, and we just had a situation where we would grow the practice to a certain point. The numbers would go, the income would come in, the patients were getting better, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, I'm getting a little tired. It's getting a little much, and so what we do is we tend to rest a little bit. And when we coast, the only way to coast is downhill, and sure enough, the numbers would start going down. All of a sudden, you would look and go, holy moly, these numbers are going down. I better get out there. I better start doing marketing again. I better do my talks. And I would do the talks, and the numbers would start coming up again. And then you hit that plateau again where you could only do so much. Plus, you only had 1 or 2, maybe 3 staff members at the time. So now you start coasting downhill again, and this became what I've known to become as the roller coaster practice. And a lot of practitioners, veteran practitioners, but especially newer practitioners, we do this roller coaster, and we get so tired of that up and down, and that's where burnout comes from. And so that's where we're starting to burn out a little bit. When we met you and we met TBA, they were able to put some systems in place to the practice so that we can get an associate. Now, I had an associate before without the systems, and just everything fell apart. Because I was still running everything. I'm telling the associate what to do, and we don't run our businesses. People and systems run our business, and then we just bring the people in to run those systems. And that's what TBA has taught me. And in addition to that, once the practice started growing, which we now have 4 associates, we now have that ability to have more staff members, which creates a culture.
Yeah.
It creates a family within the practice. And Ethan came a number of years ago. We did what was called an in-office delivery, and that in-office delivery was, you hit that barrier, and then that in-office delivery helped us break through that barrier. And once we broke through that barrier, now we truly have a culture. Our staff truly looks forward to coming to work. We look forward to coming, not every day, but most days. We all look forward to coming to work, and now we have a team working together to help us all reach our goals, but it's not just me.
Yeah.
And I thank TBA for that.
That's great.
And you.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Well, the biggest win we have is when you're winning, right? And talk about core values. One thing we really focused on during that on-site and that in-office delivery was, what are the values of this team, and how do we actually put those into practice as a team so we can help each other and then thus help our patients better and create an experience for our patients and allow the practice to grow? How did that affect?
Well, you helped us put that together. It was actually the core values of each individual staff member.
Yeah.
And that's what you did. You did an exercise. We took all the common ones, and now it's on a beautiful lucite board in the office. Every week at our Wednesday meeting, which you helped us create, we go through each core value, and every member shares one thing they did that week that fulfills that core value. We
cool.
truly live by the core values. They're not just 10 things that are written on a wall. Sometimes we'll even switch it around and nominate. We'll say, who do you nominate that fulfills family goals and family values, and we kind of switch it around. So that is, I truly believe, is what keeps the culture going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then what would you, for the DCs that are watching, or even managers that are watching this video, what would you tell them about the Business Academy, maybe why they should consider taking a look at it?
I've had somewhere between 7 or 8 consultants in my practice career. They all had certain values and certain things that were good. There's nothing, the information is always there, but it's the implementation that makes the difference. And you guys, the TBA, has helped us, they really work towards getting that implemented. So it's not just data that's just sitting on a website or sitting in a book. We actually learn how to apply it, and that's the difference. And that's why I've been with you guys for 7, 8 years now.
Yeah, no kidding. That's awesome. I do have one last question, actually, which is, you guys have beautiful vacation home, little cabin up in North Carolina. Since you've been able to be working with the Business Academy and you've been able to enjoy that property, how often have you been able to go out there, every year and actually enjoy time away from the practice and time with family and even just time for you and Jill?
Right, you know that because we frequently do our consultant calls while I'm on my deck there, which is really nice. But our goal this year, it's not going to happen this month, but starting next month, our goal is to get there once a month.
Awesome.
We now have a flight that gets us there a whole lot easier than driving 12 hours. So that is our goal. But we've been up there going somewhere between 5 to 7 times a year. And that's on top of taking other vacations. And I will tell you, usually when I go on vacation and I come back, the practice always does better when I'm not there. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I attribute that to of course, our staff and our team, but also the systems we have in place that when I step back and I don't get in their way, the practice goes up.
That's awesome. Glad to hear that. It's good thing to have.
Yeah.
Dr. Marc, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Fantastic.